What's going on, everybody? So today I'm be finally bringing you my 4K Blu-ray collection update. This is for the months of July and August, just because I didn't pick a lot up in between those 2 months. Because if you don't already know, I am currently going to film school and I had to move out of state, so I had to save up, and I'm still on a limited spending budget right now because I'm budgeting my money, so I'm not buying a lot of movies. But I am still trying to get just enough to bring y'all collection updates. So some months it might be combined where it's 2 months in one, like this video. Or I might end up picking up enough where it actually is enough for just 1 month. I don't know yet. But let's dive right in, just because I have some other videos I have to record. So if you thought that my channel was dead, it's not dead. If I just don't upload for a little while, it's just because I'm busy with school and doing homework and stuff. That's like I was gonna watch The Deuce season 3 last night, but I had homework to do, so I didn't get a chance to watch it. But I did watch it this morning, and I will have a review out for that. It should be out before this video, actually. But let's just dive right in. So starting off in July, I did pick up a decent amount of movies, not as much as I normally would have. But, like always, I will show off the ones that I unboxed. And I know the 2 that I unboxed was High Life, which is an A24 film, which I love this company. I have yet to see this one, but it is on my list to see. But, yeah, I mean, it looks interesting. And then I unboxed Ruby Volume 6. Love Ruby, love Rooster Teeth. Really enjoyed this series. Probably one of my favorite seasons of this show, actually. But, yeah, Ruby Volume 6. I think that's all that I unboxed. I honestly can't quite remember everything I unboxed, but we're just going to dive right on in. So, next up, I got Seth Rogen's movie Long Shot here with Charlize Theron. I really enjoyed this movie. I saw it in theaters. I watched it once since. This movie is hilarious. I love the message behind it. It's just, overall, it's just a fun watch, and it's a little bit different for Seth Rogen, so it's nice to see him. And him and Charlize have great chemistry, so that's a long shot if you haven't seen that. Go check it out. It's really worth it. Next up, we have a remake that came out this year, and that is of Pet Sematary on 4K. I actually like this remake. I'm going to say it. I actually kind of like it more than the original. I didn't grow up on the original. I actually just watched the original pretty recently. So, I did. I enjoyed this one more. I like the darker tones. I like the fact that the daughter died instead of the little boy. I just found that more convincing in her performance. Instead of the little kid, I just found the little kid funny instead of, like, menacing. So, yeah, I like the changes that they did on this. I like how it's different from the original, so it's like a reimagining instead of a remake, which I really do like. But, yeah, that's the new Pet Sematary out on 4K. Go check it out if you're a fan of the original. Give it a chance. You might like it, you might not. It all depends. But that's Pet Sematary here. Also, really nice cover artwork. Next up, we think I got these at the pawn shop. Yes, I got these for at the pawn shop, and they were all brand new if I'm not mistaken, sealed and everything. And first up we have The World's End. Have yet to watch this one. I've only seen out of this trilogy, I've only seen Shaun of the Dead, and it's alright. It's not my favorite zombie movie by far. I definitely like Zombieland more. But it was alright. I love Simon Pegg though, so I am looking forward to watching this one eventually, but that's The World's End. Next we have a movie I actually grew up on, one of the first movies I saw The Rock in, and that is The Game Plan here, where he's a football, player who finds out he has a daughter. So it's about him juggling that masculinity and being a father, and yeah, I remember really liking this one. I have yet to rewatch it, but who knows. But that's Game Plan here. Next is a classic, and that is The Outsiders on Blu-ray. I've been wanting this one for a while. I've seen this movie a couple times. I read the book. I like the book a lot more than the movie, but the movie is a really good adaptation of it. And my brother was telling me that they've made for the like prequel book that they have. That they made that movie into a movie too, and it's rated R. I didn't even know that was a thing, but yeah, The Outsiders here on Blu-ray. If you haven't checked this one out, go check it out. And if you have checked out the movie but haven't read the book, go read the book. I don't read a lot of books, but go read this book. It's definitely worth it. But that's The Outsiders. My last pawn shop pickup for the month of July is a Ouija, or a Ouija, whatever you want to call it. Just because it was a $2 horror film, and I like my horror films, especially during the month of October. I have yet to see this one. I know they say the sequel is better, but who knows? I paid $2 for it, so either it's going to suck or it's going to be decent, or I'm just going to enjoy it. I mean, I might just find it funny and just enjoy it that way. Who knows? But that's a Ouija here on Blu-ray. I hope I say that right. I know it's a Ouija, like a Ouija board, but I've never seen it spelled like that. Or maybe I haven't, I just never put two and two together. But yeah, that's a Ouija right there on Blu-ray. Next up, I did end up getting this one from the Disney Movie Rewards, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 here on 4K. I do have this one on Blu-ray already, but I figured why not redeem my points to upgrade it to 4K, because I bet this movie looks fantastic in 4K, and I need to watch it in 4K actually. But yeah, that's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 here on 4K, so I wish it did come with a slipcover, so I'll probably just end up taking my Blu-ray slipcover and putting it over it, but that's neither here nor there. Next up is a movie with Johnny Depp, and that is The Professor, right here. I know this got really bad reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, but, you know, I paid $15 for it, and I actually really enjoyed it. I like Johnny Depp's character. I like his whole storyline. I like the way that this movie was shot and what the story was told. I found a lot of enjoyment in this movie, and I definitely recommend it to a lot of people. Don't look at the reviews, just go in with an open mind and watch it. I think that you will be pleasantly surprised. But that's The Professor here on Blu-ray. Next is it is my favorite DC movie that they have released so far, and that is Shazam here on 4K. Really great movie. It's a lot of fun. It has a great character development. It's just, I thought it was going to be funny and cheesy, and it is funny, but I really thought this movie, when they announced it, was going to be really cheesy and bad. But for some reason, it is the best DC movie that they have put out in this universe. So, yeah, I'm not going to say much more about it, just because I feel like everyone on this channel has already seen this movie. So, go check it out if you haven't. But that's Shazam here on 4K, and it looks fucking fantastic on 4K. Plus, Zachary Levi is just great. Him and the kid from It that plays Eddie is phenomenal. They have great chemistry. Next up is two movies that I feel like are classics in a sense. The first up is Walk the Line with Joaquin Phoenix playing Johnny Cash. That's right, it's Johnny Cash. I had his name at the first one, and I started, second guessing myself. But Walk the Line here. I have yet to actually watch this one. I have always wanted to watch it. I grew up on Johnny Cash's music, so I'm really curious about this movie. And plus, I love Joaquin Phoenix, so I'm really looking forward to watching this. And, of course, watching The Joker, which is coming out at the beginning of October. So I will have a review for that. I did see It Chapter 2 also, speaking of it. Comment down below, let me know if y'all would like to see a review of that. I know it's a little late, but I would actually really enjoy doing a review for it. Or I can just wait till the 4K comes out and I can talk about it then. But yeah, let me know that down in the comments. But that's Walk the Line here on Blu-ray. Next is probably even more classic than this, and that is Castaway here with Tom Hanks. Really great film, really good character development. It's just well acted, well directed, and I'm not gonna say much about Castaway because I feel like everyone's seen it. So yeah. The next two for July is first up we have Alita Battle Angel here on 4K. I saw this one in theaters. I really did love this movie. I thought that this movie was great. Even though it kept getting pushed back, I was worried about it, but it's really good. It's great. I actually really hope that they continue with the storyline, because that reveal of who's playing the villain, the main villain, I am really fucking excited for, and I want them to continue. But that's Alita here, Alita Battle Angel here on 4K. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. It is CGI heavy, but the CGI looks really good in it. So yeah, that's Alita here. And last up is another one I got at a pawn shop that I forgot to get. I picked up at a pawn shop, and that is The Fifth Estate with Benedict Cumberbatch. Never heard of this movie, never seen it, but it sounded interesting, so I figured, why the fuck not? That's all I'm going to say about it, because I don't know much else. I have yet to watch it, but that's The Fifth Estate. Let me know if it's any good. So that does it for the month of July. Now let's move into the month of August, which is not as much as that, to be honest. First up, I honestly can't remember if I got this in July or August, but I'm just going to show it off either way. And that is Annabelle here with the lenticular slipcover, which I love the eyes moving back and forth. I think that's easily the best one that they had. I do want to get the Conjuring 1 and 2 with the slipcovers, because I do think that I need those with slipcovers, because I don't have them with slipcovers. But yeah, I have yet to watch. This is the only Conjuring universe movie I haven't seen. That and Lala Lorne. But yeah, that's Annabelle here on Blu-ray. I know they say that's the worst one that they've done. So, out of the Annabelle series. So I don't know. Still got it. Still gonna watch it. Give it a chance. Because why not? So for the month of August, I do know I did both of these as unboxings, and first up I will show off is Detective Pikachu on the 4K Best Buy exclusive steelbook. If you want to see this unboxed and hear some of my thoughts, and I also have a review for it up on my channel, go check both of those out. But I did enjoy this film, and that's Detective Pikachu. I have yet to have a chance to watch it on 4K, so I can't tell you how good of quality it is, but I'm sure it looks really good. And next up is probably one of my favorite movies of this year, if not my favorite. I'm not quite sure where this is going to land in my top 10, but that would be Avengers Endgame. Of course, I had to pick this one up. I do have an unboxing for this, and I have a movie review up for it also, so go check it out, both of those out, if you want to hear all my in-depth thoughts about this movie. But this movie does look good on 4K. I'm not going to lie, it looks fucking phenomenal on 4K. So, yeah, that's Avengers Endgame, and I love this cover way more than that stupid artwork that they had for the Best Buy exclusive steelbook, which I don't know why they chose that, but yeah, Avengers Endgame right there. So, next I will go into the pawn shop pickups that I got, which I went to a couple of pawn shops around here. I've got a chance to go to a couple of them. First up is a movie that I'm pretty sure is out of print, and that is The Wedding Singer. I've seen this movie once. This is actually one of Adam Sandler's better movies. It was back in that phase where he was making really good movies. So, yeah, The Wedding Singer. Really good film if you haven't seen it. Next is a movie I did recently do like a marathon of all of these, and that is Insidious Chapter 2 here on Blu-ray. Really good sequel to the Insidious movie. I'm not going to talk much about it, but I enjoy all of these, even 3 and 4, which are technically prequels, but yeah, this is a really good sequel to the original, and I don't know, I like it. I like this series, and watching them all back to back was really fun. So that's Insidious Chapter 2 here. Next is a movie I have been wanting to get for a while and watching, because I missed out on it when it was on Netflix, and I've yet to have a chance to watch it, but it is done by my favorite director, and that is Red State here, done by Kevin Smith. I remember hearing him talk about the controversy that went on with him releasing this and all the protests and stuff like that, so definitely looking forward to watch this and see what all the fuss was about. But that's Red State here, and it has John Goodman in it, so yeah. That's Rest Day. Next is another movie that actually just recently came out on Blu-ray like a month or two ago, and I got it for $2, and that is If Beale Street Could Talk. I don't know much about this. I remember seeing a clip of it where Dave Franco's in it, and that made me want to watch it, just that clip alone. So I figured for $2, why not? Haven't got a chance to check it out yet, but let me know if it's any good, because I really don't know. But that's If Beale Street Could Talk, and it's got a slipcover and it's in really good condition. So yeah. And the last pickup I got from a pawn shop is actually 3 movies, and that is The Man with No Name Trilogy, which is Clint Eastwood, trilogy of Western films. I love Clint Eastwood. I love Western movies, and Clint Eastwood in Westerns is just as good as John Wayne in Westerns. So this has a fistful of dollars for a few dollars more, and the good, the bad, and the ugly. I got this set for $5. So yeah, this set actually goes for like $25, $30. So not a bad deal. But that's The Man with No Name trilogy. So that does it for all the pawn shop pickups for this month. And then we'll move on into... Okay, I will do the ones that I got from Disney Movie Club first. First up, because they were having a sale for points and stuff, and I got Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, which is a movie I remember wanting to see when it came out, because just the name alone was ridiculous, and it made me really want to see it. Plus, it had Bella Thorne in it, so that kind of helped also sell it for me when I was younger. But, I mean, it's not a horrible movie. It's funny. It's cringe-worthy at times, but overall not a bad film, especially if you're going to get it from Disney Rewards, and you have the majority of the movies already on there, so you might as well pick it up. But, yeah, that's Alexander. I'm not going to say the whole entire fucking name again, but that's Alexander right there. And next up is a movie that I remember loving when I was a kid. I remember seeing it in theaters. I remember having a poster for it. And that is GForce here. Which I was actually shocked to get a slipcover for this movie. But, yeah, I rewatched it. It does hold up to some degree. It looks cheesy. It is cheesy. But, you know what? I still find enjoyment in this movie because I did watch it recently. And I forgot Zach Galifianakis was in it. So... yeah, I enjoyed this movie. I know it kind of got shit on when it came out. Well, I don't remember. Now I researched it, and when I researched that, I saw that it got kind of shit on. But not a bad film, especially if you grew up with it. Just know that if you get it from Disney Movie Club, you might get the slipcover, you might not. But yeah, that's GForce here. And then we have the Dollar Tree movies, which I forgot to grab some. So... I will do the DVDs first of the Dollar Tree movies I picked up. First up, I got 99 Homes, which I always wanted to watch. Never got a chance to it. Missed out on the Blu-ray that came out that was exclusive to Best Buy, I think. So I got to try to find the Blu-ray. But for $1 for the DVD, I said I might as well go on and try it out and see if it's any good. So that's 99 Homes. Next is a movie with Ewan McGregor, which if you're new to my channel, I love Ewan McGregor. And I had never heard of this movie, but that is Last Days in the Desert, which I guess he plays Jesus. But the only reason I picked this movie up was for Ewan McGregor. That's really it. So that's The Last Days in the Desert right there. And let me know if any of these are good. And comedy that I had never heard of that has Paul Rudd and Oliver Platt and Jessica Alba, and that is The 10. Yeah, I don't know anything about this, but for $1, I figured I might as well pick it up and check it out. But that's The 10 right there. And then we're down to the last 3. So first up, we got this movie called Drib, which I know nothing about, but the cover looked interesting, and it won some things at film festivals, so I figured why not. So that's Drib right there. Next is a movie with Kristen Bell, Cate Blanchett, and Natalie Portman that I'd never heard of, and that is Knight of Cups. Haven't got a chance to watch this one, but it sounds like it's going to be interesting, and it's got a really good cast, so hopefully that's good enough to make it good. At least $1 worth, you know? But that's Knight of Cups. And last but not least is a movie I actually enjoy, and I enjoy the two Netflix series that they put out on it, and that is Wet Hot American Summer. If you haven't seen this movie, go check it out. It is fucking hilarious. It's weird. It's cringy. It's stupid comedy, but nonetheless, it is comedy, and I find a lot of enjoyment out of it. And you get a bunch of like actors and actresses in this film like before they got really big. So it's a lot of fun. And for $1, I couldn't say no on this. So yeah, I wish I had this slipcover, but that's Wet Hot American Summer. And that does it for my collection update for the months of July and August. So far, I have 3 movies that I have picked up in September, because I'm filming this in September. So, yeah, comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of all these movies. Did I waste my money on some of them? Did I not? Should I have gotten something else? Also, let me know what you guys picked up. And what you think about, all the, comment and let me know if you have any suggestions on videos for me to do, stuff like that. But anyways, guys, all my social media links will be in my description, so follow me over there for updates on my life and what's going on with school and stuff like that, and what I'm doing down here in Florida. Just follow me over there to keep up to date with the channel and stuff like that. And yeah, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, because it really does help me out. I'll share it with your friends, family, everyone that you know, everyone that you just know. Let's just leave it at that. Everyone that you know. And hit that subscribe button for more awesome content like this. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.